children, welcome back to English class. In our previous class, we discussed Unit 2, Reading A, some grammar topic called articles. Now, when to use and where to use a and the. Especially in our last previous class, we discussed article the, right? A and the. In the end, we discussed more about article the. Today we are going to discuss as given in your reading A textbook, page number 29, grammar topic. Read the following sentences from your lesson and observe how the underlined words are used before dates, years and names of places. Okay. Now see, Raman was born on November 7th, 1888. Okay. Raman passed away in 1970 on November 21st. Now see, you have to concentrate on in. When they used on and when they used in. Okay. Raman did his MA course at Presidency College in Madras. In December, on a fine evening in 1927, there was much excitement. On a fine evening in 1927. So, you should know the rules of this in, on, at prepositions. Okay. Note, on, in, at. Please go through the page number 29. A yellow box. They have given a note that I am asking you to go through it. Okay. They are asking note on, in and at are prepositions of time and place. In sentence 1 and 2, on is used before a date. In sentence 2, 3 and 4, in is used before a year. Okay, before the name of a big city in Madras and before the name of the month in December. In sentence 3, at is used before the name of a small place or area. Now sentence 3, at Presidency College. Now let us know this prepositions. All of you know that prepositions are the words that shows the positions of a noun. Words which show the position of the noun, the placement of the two nouns in a sentence. It's connected the two nouns. It connects, preposition connects the two nouns by showing the placement of a noun. Okay, so the function of preposition is showing the placement of a noun. That you have learnt. What is a preposition? All of you know, and I hope no need to revise once again. Preposition is one of the parts of speech. There are 8 parts of speech in English language. Let me recollect you all those 8. 1 noun, 2 pronoun, 3 adjective, 4 verb, 5th adverb, 6th preposition, 7th conjunction, the last interjection. These 8 parts of speech, among these 8 parts of speech, preposition is one of that. Okay? One among them. Sorry. Now let us know only, and examples of prepositions you know: on, in, at, before, behind, top, bottom, in, front of, behind. Okay, before, after, all these are prepositions because they point out the placements of a noun. Okay, now let's go. Now in your textbook grammar part, we are going to revise only the preposition of time and place. That is preposition of time. How do we use the in, on, at as preposition of time at first? When do we use in? When do we use on? When do we use at? While speaking the preposition, while expressing the time, we are using in or not. And while expressing placement also, we are using these 3 prepositions. Now let us learn first. I don't want to confuse you by discussing all at a time. Okay. Now let's go with first preposition of time. Let's go with that preposition of time. Yeah, here is the preposition of time. Yeah, fine. Okay, this is the preposition of time. Now, when do we use on? When do we use in? And when do we use, at? In while talking about the time, when do we use on? When do we use in? And when do we use at? As it is given in your textbook itself that on is used. First, I have written on, like for the week before the days of the week. For days of the week, before the days of the week, we are using on, because for example, on Friday, on Monday. You cannot, you shouldn't say in Friday I'm going to come. I'm going to visit you on Friday. I'm going to give your book on Friday, or on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. Not in or at. You should use all the time on before the days of the week. On preposition. Okay. This I'm talking about preposition of time. Place later. Okay. Then let's go with that. With on again. Many we have. Like for example, days of the week, and even uh, on 17th, days of that months before the days, I mean date also, before the dates even, like on 17th, on 18th, not in 17th or in 18th, on 18th. Okay, on 17th. And we also use on, like on my birthday. I'm going to invite you all on my birthday, or on birthday, on Christmas, on Diwali. Okay, I'm going to gift you a dress on Diwali, on Christmas, not in Christmas. Okay, on Christmas, on Diwali, on Dasara, like that. Are you following me now? And some events and occasions also we are using on my birthday, on Diwali, on 18th, on 17th, on Friday, in this way. Okay, but when do we use in? Okay, now let me tell you. In we use before the year, before, like first let's take month. In January, in January, in January, before the month's name, in January, in March. Now I'm going to take coaching, English spoken coaching classes in March month. In March month, again don't say, when you say March, don't add again month after that. In March month, in March, sorry, again I said month, I'm so sorry. In March, I'm going to take the tuitions, I'm going to attend the classes. Okay, in March. Or I'm going to attend the swimming classes, and I'm going to take the swimming classes in March, in January, in February, in December, in November, like that. Okay, fine. And also now when you talk about year, exactly year name if you say, then you are using in 1974. I was born in 1974. I mean, example I'm saying. In 1888. Okay, that Raman died in 1888. If you are mentioning date on, like on 11th December 1988, if you are going to begin with the date, are you listening to me? Like you want to say that actually C.V. Raman died on 21st November, I think. Once you go through 21st, on 21st November 1970. He passed away, year, in 1970. If you mention first year, in 1970. If you mention first the month, on November 21st. Are you following me? If you are mentioning year later and month first, on November 1970. If you are mentioning year first, then you write in 1970 on December 21st again. Are you following me now? For year and this, and also now we are using in before. Now as mentioned in your seasons, before seasons also you should use in summer, not on summer. I'm going to visit Goa in summer, in winter, in spring, like that. Are you following me? For whenever you mention the seasons name, before that, please use in preposition, not on summer I'm going to visit you. No, in summer. In summer, I'm going to visit my grandma, like that. Are you following me now? Yeah, now let's go with the next one. For in also we use centuries. Like in the 5th century. In the 5th century. In the 5th century you can say, or in the 7th century, like that. So before centuries also, not on 5th century. In 5th century. For example, if you take Mughal Empire was when they ruled Mughal kings ruled in 5th century, not on 5th century. Wherever you use century, use in. Are you following me? And the last one, length of time. Like for example, I will get ready in a few minutes. In a few minutes, she will be back within in 3 hours. She'll be here in 3 hours. In 3 hours. Okay, like that. Are you following me? That length of time. Before the month, in January, in March. Before the year, in. Before the season's name, in. Before the centuries, in. Before the length of time, in. We have many. In the end, you are going to get the flashcards on the screen. You can go through it again. Many examples I have given when to use on and in. Okay. And also now let's go with the at. More than this you will get it for preposition of time, on and in, and now at. Now you cannot say, okay, I forgot to tell you, in the morning. Now days of the part of the day, part of a day, part of a day. Like for part of a day means morning, afternoon, evening, night, midnight. Okay, part of a day. In that part of a day, if you are expressing part of a day, before that part of a day, you should use preposition in. In the morning, not on the morning. In the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. Got it? In. But at night. At night, at midnight. Are you understanding? Okay? At night. At midnight. At midnight. But you cannot say at evening. At night. Are you following me? And if you are particularly mentioning the time, at 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock. You should use at preposition when you are particularly specifically pointing out the time. Like at 7 o'clock. Please meet me at 7 o'clock. I go to school at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, not on the morning. I get up every day. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Following me? Yeah, then let's go with the but if you are saying night, one more example I want to tell you, that if you are saying night but you want to say Friday night, what you are going to use? In Friday night, or at Friday night, or on Friday night? I'm going to pause and ask you questions. What you are going to use? Yeah, you are correct. On Friday night. See first what you are using. Night, if you are using first, then use before that at. And if you are using day, then on Friday night. This you shouldn't forget. And some more examples they have given here. Now, placement of, let's go with placement. Placement of preposition. Okay. Now, this is all time I'm saying. At midnight, at night, at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock. Okay. At the weekend, in the weekend, or at the weekend. At the weekend also you can use. At the weekend. Are you following me? At the weekend. Weekends. At the weekend. At the weekends. Okay. In the weekends also you can use, or at the weekend. Okay, are you following me? That preposition of time, days before the days of the week, dates and birthdays and like occasions and events you are using on. And in we are using before the month, before the year, before the centuries, before the season names, before the length of time, before the parts of a day except night. Before the night we are using at night, at midnight, at 7 o'clock, at the weekend, like this. Okay. Now let's go with the preposition of place with on, in, at. Okay. Now placement. Time over place. Okay. Okay, let's go with this. Yeah, fine, children. I'm going to draw at first. And preposition of place. When do we use on? When do we use in? When do we use at? Now, as mentioned in your textbook, once you go through page number 29, okay, at college they have written Presidency College. Okay, but when do we use on? Okay, now you can say for placement, you can say on the way. I'm on the way. Placement I'm talking now. It's on television. I'm watching a movie on television, not in television. On radio. You should use on radio. Okay? On. I'm on bicycle. She's sitting on she's riding on a bicycle. She's sitting on a bicycle, riding on a bicycle. Okay, then you can also use on on the page, on a horse, riding on a horse, not by a horse. Don't use on a horse. On a horse, on a page. It's on a page. In a page, don't say on a page. You can say on a page. On radio, I have many examples told. You will get it on, see, for directions also you could use on left. It's on left, not in left side. Go in left side. No, it's on left side. The shop is on the left side of the main road. On the left, on the right, on left, on right. Okay. Are you following me? Okay. And then now let's go with the placement of in. And also at is very important. Now let's go with the in now. In the car, in the sky, in the building, in newspaper. We use in the newspaper. They have given in newspaper, not on the newspaper. In the newspaper you should say. In car. In car. Okay, and then also we could use in a row, standing in a row, in a building, in a room. You can say get in a room, get in the room, get in a room. Getting means in a room, in a building. It's in it's in that building. She's living on that building. No, in that building. She's living in that building. And in the garden, the kid is playing in the garden, not on the garden. Absolutely wrong. In the garden. Okay. These are all placement. Time we have finished. Time. Now preposition of place. Okay. On, when do we use on? Only some I'm going to write on the board, because everything I cannot finish. Now you are going to get the flashcards on the screen. Okay. On this video screen, so that you have to follow. Now let's go with that. Now at, all of you know that we say at home. I'm at home now. At the college, at Presidency College, you have learned, right? I'm at school. I'm at school now. I'm at school now. You can come and meet me. I'm at school. Or at the bottom, at the corner is very important. At like smaller places. Now, I want to tell you, like in Hyderabad, in Hyderabad, but you should say bigger placements. You should say at the bus stop, at the bus stop, at the corner, at the corner. Got it? The smaller places at the village, at the village. Okay, in Hyderabad, in Delhi. I'm in Delhi now. I'm at the school now. Smaller places, we are using at. The bigger the places, we are using the preposition in. And also you can use at university as you used college. At university also you could use. With many examples, you could also come out with your own examples. And anyhow, I'm displaying many of the prepositions on the screen. Okay. Yeah, now this is all about what the preposition of place and time that I now you see go through once this. Now fill the blanks with page number 29. Same in and at they are asking, like both place and they mixed with place, preposition of place and preposition of time. Okay, children, now let's go through once this one. Now, you are ready with this? I think page number 29, and let's end this session, today's session. Sharat Chandra and Kirthana are brother and sister. Sharat Chandra was born dash 25th April. So see date I said on. In the beginning I said date, day on. So on 25th April before the year in 2000. Kirthana was born on December 2nd 2001 and they are with their parents and they live at, see, smaller places, a small village they mentioned. So they live at Mazaipet, a small village in Medak district. Before that village name, please write at. And before the district name, district, it's a big area, bigger area than the village area. So use in Medak district. They play games at school. It is usually very hot in summer, like seasons, before seasons or months, in May, okay, in their village. So they spend their summer in Hyderabad at their uncle's house. In Hyderabad at their uncle's house. Mr. Sri Shailam is their uncle. He resides at High Court Colony. At High Court Colony in Hyderabad with his wife Jagadishwari and his daughter Vishnupriya. Hope you have followed, you need more practice. Now let me give you worksheets to make, like to give you practice work. Let me upload a worksheet so it gives you more practice and you become more perfect using of or usage of preposition of time and place. Okay, children, and that's all for today's class, and bye for now. Have a nice time.